Howdy everybody, and welcome back to our mobile RPG in collaboration with Heartbeast, as seen over here. Remember, he is producing a 1-bit Godot course for people who want to learn how to use the Godot engine. This is recommended for beginners and intermediate people as well, or even experts who just like Heartbeast teaching style. So remember to support your overall family man and great teacher, Heartbeast, in his Godot course, linked in the video details. So let's get cracking. Today, we are going to be making awesome buttons. So to get us started, we're going to need to open up our parent button, and we are going to make this code here a bit more robust, so that it can detect different states that the button might be in. So currently we have it set so that it can detect if a mouse is hovering over it and if a mouse release has happened. And when both of those things coincide, you will end up attacking the enemy. However, we want to be able to make the button draw itself differently depending on the state it's currently in. So we're going to leave this bit of code here, the _x, _x check, _y check, and mouse hover the same. We'll just change that from fancy math to detect mouse events. And we'll also move you right there as well. And we are going to throw in a second event. Check to see if the mouse button is held, because we want to be able to. So the theory here is that a person can click on a button, but the button doesn't actually do anything until they release. That way, if they click on the button and all of a sudden decide, oh wait, I didn't want to do that, they can move the mouse off the button and then release there, and they won't click anything. And that's a fairly standard UI, UX, whatever. So for making it nice and smooth for players. Because a lot of people, they'll just use button press, do something. But in reality, the best way to do it is on button release, generally. Unless you really want to screw over the player to some extent. So next up, we are going to check to see if the mouse is being held. So if _mouse _hover and _button _held, then sprite _index is equal to, let's see, I set it to pressed _sprite. Oh yes. We're going to need to add some additional variables into the create event here. So pressed _sprite, it's going to be one of them. This will let you change on the fly what sprite you want for a pressed event, or what sprite you want for a hover event, and so on and so forth. Additionally, we're going to have text _color is equal to active _text _color, because you will end up changing your text color based on which sprite is being used. So if we use the regular button here, it has a black background, but in this case it has a white background when it's pressed. So we need to change the color, so the text will be white here, but it will be black here. That way you can actually still read it. Alright, and again, check for a release. And this is just going to be the same. Mouse button hover and release. And if that happened, then set another variable, clicked underscore equal to true. And we're actually going to bring this down because there's a couple of different things going on here, and it'll go too far to the right if we do that. And let me zoom you in a little bit so it's easier to see. And sprite underscore index is equal to hover underscore sprite, because we want to return back to what we look like when we're hovering. And of course, text underscore color is equal to idle underscore text underscore color. So let's fill in these variables over here. Currently, we just have the width and the height. So we're going to want a label is equal to default and a text underscore color underscore is equal to C underscore white, and click underscore is equal to false, and then our width and our height, hover underscore sprite underscore is equal to sprite underscore 9 slice underscore hover, and idle underscore sprite underscore is equal to sprite underscore 9 slice. In reality, I should probably change that to just 9 slice underscore idle, just to kind of match the naming scheme, but I'm not going back to change that now. So pressed underscore sprite underscore is equal to sprite underscore 9 slice underscore pressed. That makes it really nice and easy for changing your sprite as needed. It's basically the same idea as a sprite table, except much more primitive because we only have 3 different states. And then active underscore text underscore color is equal to C underscore black. And last but not least, idle underscore text underscore color is equal to C underscore white. And text underscore color. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to do? So we're going to go over and add real quick here a draw, post draw, and adding this here because things in draw rely on this variable. Clicked underscore is equal to false. So we need to reset this clicked variable after we do our drawing. So let's go to draw, and this will be the meat of our button. Draw underscore set underscore color, text underscore color, so that we can change the text of our, so we can change the color of our text. Then draw underscore set underscore font. Make sure our font is set to whatever font we want, which in this case is Font Game. Again, this is kind of superfluous since I only have one font in this game, but in fact, later on, I'll set up a macros script and we'll probably we'll cut all these things out, or at least we'll ignore them from then on. And last but not least, draw underscore 9 slice underscore button. And this is a script that we have not made yet. So let's go and add a script. Create a script. And let me pull my code here. Here we go. Function draw 9 slice button string sprite XY with height. Draws the button with text at the desired location using the provided 9 slice string sprite XY with height. Alright, that's fairly easy to understand that, right? Okay, so we're going to need to declare our variables inside the script to make it easier to work with. So var underscore string is equal to argument 0. Var underscore sprite is equal to argument 1. underscore X. There we go. So we have a bunch of arguments set up, and now let's start using them. So you might be wondering, okay, so we have this little sprite here. It's called a 9 slice. Why is it called a 9 slice? Well, because you slice it up into 9 little pictures, and then you draw a much bigger sprite using those 9 slices. So we can divide this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can divide it into 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 sprite slices. So that'll give us 9 2x2 sprites. So this will be our top left corner, this will be our top right, this will be the middle, and so on and so forth. First things first, we need to figure out our cell size. So we can figure out how many, so the script needs to be able to know that it can cut the sprite into 2 pixel chunks by dividing it by 3. And then we get some more, so var underscore middle underscore width is equal to underscore width minus underscore cell size times 2, and var underscore middle underscore h is equal to underscore h minus underscore cell underscore size times 2. So what are we doing here? We have our cell size times 2, so that'll give us 4. Width, let's say we had a width of 96. Well, actually we already do have a width. Width is equal to 32. Let's just fill this in real quick here. This would be, string would be label underscore, then sprite would be the, just the index. Yeah. Sprite underscore index, x, y, width underscore, and height underscore. Pass those in. We got a height idle sprite. Am I not using that somewhere? Okay. Sprite index for, oh, I forgot to add a hover event. Real quick, underscore mouse underscore hover, sprite underscore index is equal to hover underscore sprite, else sprite underscore index is equal to idle underscore sprite, text underscore color underscore is equal to idle underscore text underscore color. That way, if the player has pressed and held and it changes the color to black here, or here, then it will return it back to white there. Okay, so that should fix those little problems. Unassigned variable, idle underscore text underscore color. Idle text color, C underscore white, right? Oh, color. Okay. That should just be color to match the other one. There we go. All right, back to the most important part here. Okay, so we had a width of 32. Pass it into here. So this will tell us how many pixels do we need to trim off the ends to account for the edges, and how many pixels do we have to cut off from the height to account for the top and bottom edges. So trim edges, cell size, and let's pull this down here. All right, we're gonna start drawing our sprites then. So we're gonna have our center here. We're gonna start with the center. So for var h equals 0, while h is less than underscore middle underscore h plus equal cell underscore size. There we go. And for var w equals 0, while w is less than underscore middle underscore width, w plus equal cell underscore size. So this is a double for loop here, and it's going to iterate over the entire width and height of our sprite, and it's going to fill in the middle of our sprite. So var underscore cx is equal to underscore x plus underscore cell underscore size plus width, and var underscore cy is equal to underscore y plus underscore cell underscore size plus h, and draw underscore sprite underscore part underscore sprite image underscore index underscore cell underscore size, and we're just going to copy this a couple times. Cell size, cell size, cell size, and underscore cx underscore cy. So what does this do? This draws the center part of our image, this these 4 pixels here, over from the left of our cell size. So let's see. So this cuts out this these 4 pixels here cut out the middle of our sprite and sets that as the part that we're going to be drawing, and it draws it from cx to cy, which we have determined right here. And there are a lot of tutorials on how to draw 9 slices, so if you aren't able to understand it from my code or how I'm explaining it, go check out Sean Spalding's 9 slice tutorial for some additional in-depth code on the math, because I don't think I'll have enough time to really go over all the math in significant detail here. Yeah, we're already at 19 minutes, so we're just going to power through the rest of this here. Edges. Top edge for var I equals 0, and this, for the record, is working virtually identically to this, except we only do a single row instead of the entire middle part of the image. I is less than underscore middle underscore width, I plus equal underscore cell underscore size, and we copy this here. var underscore cx equals underscore x plus underscore cell size plus, in this case, I. Draw, copy this again. Draw sprite part, underscore sprite, image index, and cell size. In this case, will be 0. Cell size, cell size. That way, we start from the we start right here at the top left corner and go to there. And draw from CX, or yeah, there we go. Draw from CX right here throughout the Y of what we inputted. And we're just going to do this a few more times. Bottom, identical. Again, except cell size times 2, so we start right here instead of right there. And U be underscore X. No, not underscore X, underscore CX. Underscore Y plus underscore H minus cell size. That will give me the bottom. So make sure you pay attention to that little bit right there, which is different, and that different bit right there. The left for var I equals 0, while I is less than middle, I pi white, underscore cy for, and poof, right there. Again, starting at 0, so we're drawing the left here, so 0, cell size, cell size, cell size, starts you at 0, the leftmost pixel, and gets to right there. And then draws this over the entirety of the left height of the image. And this includes the corners as well, because we're going to draw the corners afterwards, so it'll draw over the side pixel. That way we don't have to do any fancy math to account for the corners. Finally, right underscore cy, and right there, whoops. And it's again very similar to right here, except we're doing underscore x plus underscore width instead of underscore y plus underscore height. And times 2, but it's on the left instead of the top. And last but not least, we are going to draw the 4 corners. Let me expand this a little, make sure you can see it all. We have the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And again, we just use 0, 0, cell size to get the right there to there. Top right would be cell size times 2, 0, cell size, so it starts from here, goes to there. And same thing for the other ones as well. You can see the code properly here and here. I hope so. If you need to, pause, copy it out, and we go from there. Last but not least, I have a little bit of extra code down here for drawing the text, because this is a specifically draw 9-slice button, and in this case all of our buttons will have text inside of them, which is the label. So text and label. We want var underscore tx is equal to underscore x plus ceiling underscore w divided by 2. Var underscore ty is equal to underscore y plus ceiling of underscore h divided by 2. And draw underscore h line fa underscore center underscore set underscore v align fa underscore middle. And last but not least, draw underscore text underscore tx, not trext. We aren't doing anything with dinosaurs here. Underscore tx underscore th. Yeah, it's better to call it ty than th. Don't know why I call it th in the other one. Then underscore string. There we go. So what does this do for us? Well, one last thing before we can check it out. Come back to our object attack button, and we need to give it a slight change here. So let's inherit from our parent and give it a label. Underscore is equal to, and let me pull it up. Sword, because we attack with our sword. And yeah, that should be good. Move that over there. Let's do this a try, see what happens. First, let's zoom out. Draw 9 slice button. Oh, I forgot the name of the script. There we go. Poof. As you can see now, we have an awesome button. It doesn't do anything when I click until I actually release. And can't really see it as well because I have the mock-up visible. Let's make a couple extra buttons here real quick. So create an object underscore heal underscore button. We'll need these later on. And create object underscore defend underscore button. And here's where the power of our parent comes in, because now all we have to do is add parent and our buttons are done. Poof, that's easy, right? Just inherit the event and label underscore is equal to heal and inherit event label underscore is equal to block. In fact, I don't even have to do the whole inherit and add a label block. I could just have a variable button, a variable definition that, and I could add a label for there, and then I could just define the label in the room editor. We aren't going to do that here. So actually real quick, don't forget to give them a sprite, the base 9 slice. Let's go over here to heal, make sure you're in the right place. Defend, and let's get rid of that. And like so, we have 4 great buttons. These ones will do their own thing later on, so we can click them all we want right now, and they don't do anything, which is nice. It's exactly what we want. The sword button attacks, which is exactly what we want. So it looks like we are ready to go. All right, thank you everybody for paying attention, and I hope you learned something from this. And don't forget, Heartbeast 1-bit Godot course on Kickstarter now. So thank you everybody for watching, and good luck with your programming.